Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Dr. Asad Majeed Khan, to discuss international economic and healthcare relief for developing countries fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. Ambassador, welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks.
Happy to be with you this morning. Thank you very much.
What is the Global Debt Initiative?
As you know, most countries, the rich ones and the poor ones, both are suffering from this pandemic, but more so in case of developing countries where they are facing a serious fiscal crunch. So this is an effort to provide that much needed fiscal space that developing countries would need to be able to spare financial resources to expend on those vulnerable populations that require the assistance at this juncture. So this is about requesting the rich countries to allow developing countries some relief in the repayment of their debt that would provide them that much needed fiscal space.
How has Pakistan been economically affected by the coronavirus?
Unfortunately, to tell you the truth, it couldn't have come at a worse time for Pakistan because, because of the very tough economic reforms that the government undertook over the last 1 year. We had started to see the fruits of those measures in terms of improved growth rate, in terms of enhanced exports, in terms of greater industrial activity. But because of Corona, it has unfortunately thrown a spanner in the works for us. So we are, despite the challenges that we face, government has still been able to come up with a stimulus package of about $8 billion, So we are trying to do our best by trying to look after the vulnerable population by giving, cash directly into their hands, by providing them subsidized rations, so on and so forth.
Ambassador, how does debt relief help with economic recovery in Pakistan?
We have been, I must say, we received good support. Pakistan availed the rapid finance facility made available by the IMF. So that brought in about $1.4 billion at a time when we were cash strapped. We also have requested for the G20 debt deferment plan, and we hope to get another about $1.8 billion of relief through that measure. And World Bank also has come forward with their assistance. So all of that, I must say, has helped Pakistan in coping up with this very extraordinary and very difficult situation.
How has the United States supported the effort?
Pakistan is actually one of the 10 priority countries identified by United States for support and assistance. United States has been generous in providing that much needed capacity building support to Pakistan. We have so far received around $21 million, which I assume is perhaps one of the highest amounts that United States has given out to any of its partner countries. We are, and not just the support through the official channels, but also we have received very important contributions from Pakistani American diaspora, who have helped their institutions, who have helped their cities, where they originally came from, in terms of supporting them. And also doctors, Pakistani doctors are actually APNA, which represents the Pakistani doctors or doctors of Pakistani descent in the United States, is the second largest doctors organization, physicians organization in the United States. They have also made important contributions here in the United States as well as in Pakistan.
Ambassadors, private companies and global businesses look to move beyond COVID-19 and also look to diversify beyond South Asia, beyond the dependence of China. What does Pakistan offer? Are there tax incentives? Are there any economic benefits, technology benefits?
Well, Pakistan, I don't know if you know, we are the fifth largest country in the world. We have a growing middle class. We are sandwiched between two of the fastest growing economies, with China to our north and India to our east. We are right on the mouth of Central Asia, which is energy rich, and then the Middle East also. So, and we have an expanding middle class whose purchasing power actually increased by about 40% over a short period of time. So that makes Pakistan a very good. And then our investment regime also, Pakistan was actually one of the first countries in South Asia to liberalize and deregulate, and still, as we speak, some of the investment related incentives that we offer are probably best in the wider region. That I would say makes, and as the global value chain is being reconfigured, and the kind of cheap labor, the young labor, the IT tech savvy labor that we have, I think that makes Pakistan an attractive. And we are seeing actually those good trends also. And that's why I say, unfortunately, it came at a bad time for Pakistan, because Kargil, agriculture is an area where, like just in 2018-19, we imported around $1 billion of soya bean imports from United States. This reflects the tremendous potential that we have in the agriculture field. Similarly, energy. Pakistan is a net user, consumer of energy, and that is where I think U.S. companies, ExxonMobil has come back. There are others that are also looking at re-entering Pakistan. So we see a lot of potential for Pakistan being used as a manufacturing hub and to create win-win opportunities for U.S. businesses. It's not just the market in Central Asia, but also Middle East, which is a net food importer in the region. So all these, I think, possibilities combined together makes Pakistan, and we are looking to a post-COVID scenario where we would want to leverage these strengths to our advantage and to create opportunities for businesses to make good money.
Yeah, we certainly are looking forward to the other side of COVID-19. Ambassador, thank you for joining me on Nasdaq Trade Talks. Wishing you all the best in health.
Thank you very much for having me this morning. Thank you so much.
All right. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.